This movie, like, look at this kid, man. He gets messed the F up, man. Like he gets obliterated, annihilated, eviscerated, and the camera does not turn away. I felt like they broke the golden rule or bent the golden rule, and for some reason I'm 100% okay with it. So I just got back from watching Bring Her Back, and oh my gosh. Just so that you guys don't have to watch all the way to the end, if you want to know what I thought generally, it was absolutely amazing. I love the horror genre, and it was one of the best horrors I've seen in a really long time. If that's all you wanted to hear from this video, that's it. Highly recommend it. You should watch it. It's fantastic. But if you want to get into more details and know a little bit more about why I thought it was so good, stick around. But before I get into the review, I did want to tell a little bit of a story to call back to the title of this video about facing my fears and everything. I don't think my mom remembers this, and I doubt she watches my YouTube videos. So I think I'm in the clear to be honest and tell this story without worrying about how she feels. And also I'm a different person now. But anyways, when I was in high school, this is how crazy it is. I don't even remember what the movie was, but there was a weekend where my mom really wanted to watch a movie. Being a high school teenager who's all about, you know, being cool and cared about their social status and all that other junk, she really wanted me to go with her to watch this movie. It must have been like a Jurassic Park or I don't even know, a Jurassic World or something, but I didn't want to go because I did not want any of my friends, because I live in a small town, you know, suburb of Los Angeles, and I was scared that, you know, my friends would see me at the movie theaters with, God forbid, my mom. That would be social suicide. So I was like really hesitant. I really didn't want to go. But then eventually, you know, I guess because I'm a good son, I don't know. I agreed to go, and we went and we watched the movie. And I remember like trying to be incognito and like wear a hoodie and a hat, and hopefully nobody from my school noticed me and everything. And we like snuck into the movie theater. My mom had no idea. She didn't know that I was like thoroughly embarrassed to be with her. But yeah, we watched the movie, didn't run into anybody, and it was great. No social status lost or anything. And then yeah, once the movie ended, I just want to get out, right? Like I just want to go home as soon as possible. Mission accomplished. I was a good son, and I didn't look like a loser in front of my friends, or a loser. But my mom needed to use the restroom, so it's like, okay. So she went to the restroom, I waited outside, and lo and behold, my first ex-girlfriend with her new boyfriend and her group of friends, they run into me. And they're like, Tristan, hey, what's up, what up? And I'm like, oh no, no. She asked me like, what am I doing here? Like, who am I with and everything? I was like, oh, I'm with my new girl. You know, she's just in the bathroom, you know, just waiting for her, you know, my new girl, you know. And I was trying to play it as cool as humanly possible, of course, because I'm trying to be cool. And it's all about being cool when you're like 17 years old. Yeah, they kept talking. She introduced me to her new boyfriend. It was really awkward. And I was just like trying to end this conversation as quickly as possible. But then, of course, my mom comes out of the bathroom and she's like, Tristan, hey, who's your friends? You know, I was so embarrassed. They're like, oh, that's your mom. That's who you're waiting for, huh, Tristan? I was so embarrassed. I was so embarrassed, and I cared so much about what people thought about me when I was in high school and all this other stupid stuff that, like, you know, obviously now it's just a funny story to tell about how immature I was, but I totally cared, and I felt it, you know. Like, I think the next couple of days at school, people made fun of me because I went to the movies with my mom because she wanted to watch a movie and I was being a good son. You know what I mean? Like, I got made fun of for that, which is so hilarious that, I don't know. It's a funny story. I was super embarrassed, and it scarred me for a long time, but I'm thankful I did it. I mean, it really puts things in perspective. I think, of course, as you get older, you realize that that was stupid and you don't have to worry about that stuff. All that to say, on my bucket list of things to do one day is to go to the movie theater and watch a movie all by myself with no one else and not have to worry about people ridiculing me or judging me. And to be honest, I don't even think I'm worried about that anymore, but I still have never done it. Mainly because I'm usually with people, so I didn't never really get a chance to watch movies by myself. But this time, I went to the movie theater, and for the first time in my life, I watched a movie by myself. And of course, I pick a horror movie. But yeah, it was a really awesome experience. It was really great. And now, let's get into the actual movie itself. Bring Her Back. I think the first thing that I thought about when I saw the movie was, damn, these child actors or these young actors are doing an amazing job, legitimately. All of them did a fantastic job. You really buy the grief and the pain that they're going through. Yeah, like I believed everything. So I thought the kids did an amazing job. I also found it really interesting. There's a traumatic event that happens pretty early in the movie, and it's the exact same trauma experienced by two different characters, and it's completely different. They internalize it and get affected by it in completely different ways, even though it's the same exact trauma, which I thought it was really interesting. Kind of just speaks to real life. People can go through the same exact thing, but interpret it and internalize it in however they choose to. I thought that was really interesting and kind of shows that this traumatic event that happens to them, I don't know, I can't really get into spoilers, but yeah, it's a very interesting dynamic. I also really bought into the bond between the brother and the stepbrother and stepsister. Like, you can really believe that they care about each other, they love each other, they need each other, and they're there for each other. I thought that was really well done. And yeah, the movie really does a great job at making you care about the characters, which is like extremely important, especially in a horror movie. Also, the foster guardian in the movie, I felt like she played it so well. Like, as in, I would say it could be gray on whether or not she's like a creepy, you know, person or just weirdly nice. Like, she plays it off very well. Like, just the subtle ways she kind of plays favorite. It's not super obvious and super clear from the start whether she's good or bad, or not good or bad, but like whether if she has malicious intent or she just really cares about these kids. So I thought that the actress did an amazing job there. I also wasn't expecting as much gore and body horror as there was in this movie. Oh my gosh, it was like viscerally cringe-worthy. My skin was crawling in certain scenes. I'm just gonna say cantaloupe scene. Oh my gosh, like, I think that's gonna live with me forever. I cannot forget that scene. It was so bad. I was looking around the theater to see how other people were reacting, and you know, like, it's mostly adults in the theater, and everybody was like half covering their eyes and like cringing into a ball. The cantaloupe scene, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, the body horror, I did not expect that. And the practical effects and the makeup, that team, oh my gosh, it looks so good. It looks so real. Last point I can say about the movie without talking about spoilers is that even though horrible things are happening and people are doing horrible things, I legitimately feel like the movie did a great job at getting you to understand the motivations and the motives of these characters, and not to say that like their actions are justified, because there's a difference between justification versus like, I get where they're coming from. I can sympathize with that character. I see where he or she is coming from. I think the movie did a great job. Like, basically, when the baddies are understandable and relatable, like, I think that's when movies like they lock you in, and it's better and more deep than just like bad guy doing bad things because they're bad. You know, like, that's a pretty shallow take on certain things, and I think the horror genre sometimes does that a lot. So this doesn't do that. I can imagine people sympathizing with the antagonist, is all I'll say. I got a list of 8 things that I think makes for a great horror. I'm gonna try to run through that real quick. Okay, number one, are the characters believable and or likable? Number two, is there an explainable or understandable motive for the antagonist? Number three, do the characters' behavior align with what we know about them? AKA, do they do dumb crap, or do they actually act the way that you think they'd act? Number four, did the movie create an eerie, creepy, or just tense atmosphere? Number five, was tension building and did it ultimately pay off in a satisfying way? Number six, which is kind of like my favorite part of the horror genre, is there some type of mystery that we as the audience are trying to figure out? Number seven, did the movie make you feel something? Did you feel fright, fear, anger, sadness? Did you feel any type of emotions throughout the movie? How much emotion did you feel? And number eight, was there themes or motifs that elevated the story and spoke to like multiple layers of depth in the story? Okay, so number one, are the characters believable and likable? 100%. You really get to know them from the moment you see them. You feel for them, you care about them, you understand their dynamic, you're rooting for them. So 100% number one, check. Number two, is the antagonist's actions and motive explainable, understandable, relatable? And I would say yeah. I mean, the reasons why she's doing what she's doing, which is absolutely completely over the top, and you can never justify what she did. But is it understandable where she's coming from? Absolutely. Number three, did the characters' actions align with what we've been learning about them? All the characters acted exactly the way that I would expect them to act. So it was really good. It was really good. Number four, was there a creepy, eerie, tense atmosphere? Absolutely. The movie's a bit of a slow burn, but I mean, you can feel the tension. They're laying the groundwork. The antagonist is acting just the right amount of creepy and off, and yet likable and nice. So there's definitely a lot of atmosphere here. Number five, does the tension pay off? Oh my gosh, yes. The cantaloupe scene, which I talked about earlier, but I said earlier it's a slow burn, but the last 20 minutes, you're just at the edge of your seat and everything pays off. And not to say, I'm not gonna say anymore, but it pays off. The tension built and it paid off. Number six, was there some sort of mystery that the audience is trying to solve or figure out? Absolutely, yes. There's weird stuff going on. I mean, look at this poster of the movie. Like there's some creepy stuff going on. So there's definitely a mystery. There's definitely a why are these people doing this? And also just a mystery backstory of the main characters that you figure out as the movie goes on. Number seven, did the movie make you feel something? Oh yeah, yeah. I don't know how many times my skin crawled. I don't know how many times I cringed. I don't know how many times I wanted to look away, but I also just felt like deep sadness, deep anxiety. It was such a roller coaster of emotions. So yes, this movie definitely made me feel something. And then number eight, was there themes or motifs that were present that elevated the movie and gave it like deeper meaning so that, you know, you can watch it again and again and just pick up different things? Yeah, totally. The idea of blindness, physical blindness, and also just kind of like societal blindness, you know, kind of turning a blind eye to certain things and not seeing things that might potentially be obvious. There's a lot of motifs, rain. I don't want to get too into it because I feel like I'll just spoil stuff. Definitely a lot of great themes going through this movie, and it's why it's probably my favorite horror movie in a long time. Overall, I thought it was a fantastic horror film and just film in general. Oh yeah, like these guys that made the movie, they were YouTubers. Like, how cool is that? That's so, the Filippo brothers, from YouTubers to making a second critically acclaimed box office hit, like that's just crazy. And it's gonna make people compare it to their first movie, Talk to Me, which I loved and everybody loved, that at least that I know that watched it. And to be honest, like I don't think it's necessary to compare them, but screw it, I'll do it. This movie, better than Talk to Me. To me, at least. It was just that much better. You know, just better in every way. And I just cannot wait to see what these guys make for their third film. They're just killing it. Like, the movie was made so well. The sound design, the cinematography, everything about it was so good. It makes me so excited as an aspiring YouTuber to watch these guys just absolutely kill it in Hollywood. Yeah, but that's it. I think probably the only other thing I'm thinking about is I feel like there's a golden rule in movies where, not just horror, but like in any movie, there's a golden rule where you do not ever hurt animals or kids. You know, like if a dog or a puppy is gonna die or a kid's gonna die or get hurt, it's either heavily inferred or off screen or it's teased, but it never actually happens. This movie, look at this kid, man. He gets messed the F up, man. Like he gets obliterated, annihilated, eviscerated, and the camera does not turn away. It's just, I felt like they broke the golden rule or bent the golden rule, and for some reason I'm 100% okay with it. Movie was great. You should watch it. That's all I got. All right, peace.